Hello everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Justice for All. In the last episode, the struggle was real, man. We had to do a lot of back and forth while investigating, just trying to get our final clues in place. Finding out who bought the bear, and who put the camera in the bear, and what Matt's true intentions and everything is, and we're confronting Matt right now. And right now we're at this final thing, I think. Because we know that he is Shelly the Killer's client, which means he hired him to kill Juan. Let's do it. You can tell I'm putting it all on the line here, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So, how? How would you know something like that? It's because you're his client. That's why. You hired Shelly the Killer to assassinate Mr. Juan Corrida. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is you, Matt Engarde. Do the finger point. Right in your ugly face. Okay, you're not ugly, but still, you're a jerk. We still got 3 Cyclops left, though. That's weird. And here I was, trying to be a good boy for you, dude. Uh-oh. I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought, anyway. Mr. Engarde, you really did hire... What the... Hold on a sec, I'm gonna consult myself, okay? Really? You gotta call yourself? It's so stupid. My god, this is weird. Consult myself? Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway. About time for what? I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude. All 3? What? Oh. Oh. By the way, I need to talk to Louisa, I need to talk to you. I need to talk about this. This feels very much like dissociative identity disorder. The fact he said him, talk to myself. I'm feeling like he's got a split personality. Yeah. What the hell is with your face, dude? The scratch mark is crazy. I almost feel like changing the voice. How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Matt Engarde. Oh, I healed more. Not all the way, but more. Well, here we go. Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. You really... So you were Shelly the Killer's client? You don't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, do you?
What do you mean?
And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself. Trying to stick the crime on me, I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that Juan is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer?
That's... You're lying! That's terrible!
It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on, and let us grown-ups talk about more adult things.
But why? Why did you hide the video camera and...
A weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian. He knew about Miss Andrews' secret. But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. What? Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail.
They turn their clients into cash cows by holding a sinful deed over their heads. And a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess?
And that's why.
Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. That's right, that video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright?
Why would you do something so wrong?
Because I'm a grown-up and I can. Good enough of an answer for you, little girl?
No, psychopath. Let's talk about your motive.
Why? Why would you kill Mr. Corrida?
Because he was about to sling so much dung onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they?
This is all because of that press conference, isn't it?
If Mr. Corrida had been able to give it, then Mr. Engarde's secret would have.
Ah, well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know? I had no interest in doing it, really, but bit by bit, it crept up on me.
And he has an accent now. I don't know what I'm doing with his voice. I'm sorry, guys.
And then the situation just presented itself beautifully. Perfectly. How beautiful, I thought.
And that's how Mr. Corrida ended up dead.
Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used, and thrown away. Put on a sweet, innocent face and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it, the assassin too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone, all working their butts off for me, Matt Engarde. Oh, did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet.
How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you had killed Juan Corrida, and you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone.
Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was that the killer guy, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a cat nap in my room.
You killed Mr. Corrida.
I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. Oh, but too bad. You can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? Oh, but you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do.
Mystic Maya!
You wouldn't want to test a killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose.
You scoundrel.
So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution.
I'll get you for this.
That's such a cliche phrase. Juan said something just like that, if memory serves. Of course. Well, we all know how well things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh my god. This man is a psycho. Maya. Maya, what am I supposed to do? And now, who's this? Ah, I think I know. Was he listening in on this? That's a little awkward. Now you finally found it. The starting line of this case. Edgeworth. I don't care for the horrid atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct. We just teleported there. Well, right. What are you going to do? If you plan on changing your defense...
No! I can't do that.
That's right. He's holding Maya hostage. What should I do? That's not something I can answer for you.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Right. Only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, right, it's your turn. My turn? What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer, and you must find it on your own.
But Edgeworth, this is scary.
I'm a lawyer, but to fight for someone who is clearly a killer. Matt Engarde, that man is really... Ugh! It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system? Proper defense? But what exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery? Ironic that you, of all people, should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you have fought for your clients up until now? Well, that may be true, but that's because I've believed my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get Engarde an acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do. Right. But you get a hold of yourself. You have it all wrong. Huh? We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I. You want to save someone. That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say?
That's...
You are a defense lawyer. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do. Why fight? People like you and Franziska von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict, for a man I clearly know to be guilty. Franziska, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all. And isn't it the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You were so petty. Phoenix, he just explained to you why he left. What is wrong with you, you fool? I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken. What do you... Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect record were meaningless. I don't believe you. Are you saying that is why you left the prosecutor's office? But then, why? Why are you here now? The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of this story. Ooh, this feels almost fourth wall breaking for a second. Uh-oh.
Mr. Nick! The transceiver!
Like we're not going through enough crap already.
I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Well then, Mr. Attorney, Do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My, what is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time.
Tell me, please, why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. Engarde's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer? Right.
Please don't misunderstand things. He is my client.
Don't toy with me. A man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself.
I believe you were asking me for a reason as to why I am doing what I am.
Yeah.
This is what I like to call my aftercare.
What the heck is aftercare?
My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients for my handiwork. That is what is called client relations, and it is a part of an assassin's duty.
An assassin's duty?
We were unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney, and to ensure that you will do everything in your power to the very end.
What is your name?
I believe I told you once before, however.
You did, but...
My name is the Killer. Shelley the Killer.
You're Shelley the Killer.
Please keep in mind you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As a killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain,
Maya!
it would be my duty as an assassin to see to it she receives a nice long nap.
Ah, no!
Now then, if you'll excuse me, if someone were to trace this signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome.
What the... That sounded familiar. And very out of place. Ruin the mood.
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
I don't know what to say. Edgeworth!
Hmm?
Did you hear that? At the end of that transmission.
Huh?
Oh, that. It sounded like a cat.
A cat?
It can't be. That cat. Can it?
What is it?
I know where Shelley the Killer is holding Maya hostage. Edgeworth, have all police units head for Engarde Mansion immediately. Alright. You hurry over as well then. Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight has only just begun.
Yeah.
Let's go. How do we get there? Oh, by way of hotel. That's right. Let's run over to here. Maya! Oh, something's different. Maya!
Please answer us, Mystic Maya!
We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area. I can't believe it. That butler. All this time, he was the killer. He and Engarde were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time. Okay, well let's examine the one thing that is out of place. It would be this little bear over here in front of the door.
Oh, it's a figurine of a bear. But there are a lot of cuts in it for some reason.
That's the same one Maya saw. Figurine added to the court record. A bear? Isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Corrida? Why would something like this be here? Right, look down. There's a little pet door installed here.
Ah, I'm sure that's for Shield.
Do you think that this came through that little door?
This door, it's locked. Well, I'm pretty used to breaking doors down by now. Let's go, Edgeworth. Teamwork. Slam, slam, crash.
It's Maya! Well, not her, but we know she was there. There we go, all the tapes.
Ugh, there's no one here. From the looks of this room, I would say this is Engarde's private lounge. Look at this, right? An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals in a VCR. Check inside the deck. If there's a tape, it would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll have the moment the crime was committed recorded on it. I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found.
No.
But there's no mistake that someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it.
Dang it. I guess we examine then? What do we examine? The antenna?
It's a VCR and an antenna. Footage that the spy camera took at the scene of the crime was beamed here and recorded on tape.
If only we had that tape, it would have been really helpful.
Okay, let's look at the door.
There's a little door for Shu in this big door.
I'm sure Maya used this door to shove this out there. I'm sure it was her. Every time you give me some piece of evidence, it's always the most crucial piece. This time too, I'm sure.
Look at all the tapes.
I can't read all the labels, but this is a very large collection of videotapes. Looks like Engarde taped all of his own shows.
Is there anything on the computer?
It's Engarde's computer. Maya, why couldn't you have used this to get help?
Mr. Nick, where's the power switch?
Oh, I get it. So that's what happened. She couldn't find the power switch.
What about the TV?
A huge television and speakers loom largely here. I'm sure if Maya saw this, she'd say,
I would die a happy samurai fan. Oh, she did say that. Aw.
Yeah, that's what she'd say. Ugh, I can't believe I just made a joke about Maya, all things considered.
What else am I supposed to do right now? Am I supposed to move somewhere? Oh, the wine cellar. I was about to say.
We've searched all over, but it looks like he got away. I'm sorry. It looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now, we've lost our only lead. Don't give up yet. That little girl is looking to you to be her pillar. Yeah, you're right. We're close, I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us. Maya.
Let's just look at what this is.
This looks like a picture of Miss Impax.
Mm-hmm.
With love, Celeste.
Miss Impax? You mean...
Yes, Mr. Corrida's former manager.
Why would a picture of Miss Impax be here in Mr. Engarde's mansion?
And why does it say with love? This might be a clue.
I think so. Useful clue.
Ah!
What's wrong, Pearls?
Please, let me see that picture frame.
Huh? What's so special about the frame?
On the back, there's something written on the back of the frame. Maya. It's Mystic Maya. She left us a message.
What?
Maya. No. I'm sad.
I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You'd better get Engarde a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag a not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. I'm fine. So you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's gotta watch out for the helpless lunk. That's it for now, Nick. I guess I'll talk to you guys later.
Maya.
No! Mystic Maya!
Right. What's wrong? Why the blank stare? Oh, nothing. We've searched the house, and this is the last room. It looks like he eluded us. Edgeworth. Yes. As far as clues go, I think this is about all I'm going to get. But I'm still short one last thing. And what is that? Adrian. Miss Andrews' psych lock. If I could just find out what secret she's holding, then I think I stand a chance in court tomorrow to blow this case wide open and expose the truth. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open that last lock. Sorry you're crying, honey, but we gotta go.
Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill.
Miss Andrews, I've come to remove your psych lock.
Psych lock?
I want to know, and you will tell me your secret.
Fine, go ahead. Try to break me if you can.
Oh, girl, I can.
And I will.
Right now. I was debating leaving it here, but let's just do it. Okay, why frame him? We've been through this. You said revenge. There is something or someone that would make her take revenge. Who else but Celeste? Celeste. Explain the relation between Celeste and Matt. We couldn't prove it before. We sure as heck can now. This is a photo of Miss Impax, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impax's handwriting, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
Where did you find this? No, that's all right. It was a rhetorical question.
Yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. Engarde's mansion.
And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed.
Yes. We got you, girl. Now we're fully healed. Nice. Let's talk.
Celeste. She was supposed to get married to Juan.
Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out.
Because Mr. Corrida didn't want to get married to her anymore, right? Yes, because of Matt. Because of Mr. Engarde? What do you mean?
I think I can see where this is going.
Celeste. She was Matt's manager a long time ago.
These people are so young, so it's weird when they say a long time ago.
She was the happiest woman in the world at that time.
Aww.
I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together.
So that's why, with love, Celeste is written on the frame of that picture.
They were a couple.
Oh, it's Pearl.
They were a couple, weren't they? It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used, toyed with, until she was thrown away. That's so horrible.
That's his M.O.
Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios.
And that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself. Revenge. I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called off the wedding, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste.
I see. So that's what happened. That's so stupid.
But then why did Mr. Clarita have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all.
It was probably because of his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most.
Poor Miss Impax.
That wasn't the end of it. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left a note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds and, so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then, when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note.
But why would he do that?
It's simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt, and it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image. In any case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge.
Revenge. There's that word again.
Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. At a time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course.
And that was at the press conference after the stage show.
I know all about it because I heard it all from Juan. It was so I could find out about all this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they?
Hell yeah, they are. Ugh. They both make me sick.
Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night, when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on one another after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I had even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note, and that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring to them my own kind of cruel revenge.
Damn, too bad it didn't work, honey.
Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man?
I'm a lawyer.
I see. What a foul profession.
Thank you very much for your time and for talking with me.
It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway.
I can't sleep either. Not with Maya's situation, or with what I know now.
To be continued. What the hell is Phoenix gonna do? Well, we will find out in the next episode. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I know this is a longer one, but we're almost done with this case, finally. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying this, and until next time, have a nice day. Bye!